Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our latest and newest story about people who love and lose people and kind of also lose their minds. Today, you're going to be reading about a real life person named Sarah Winchester, whose house is actually really a house, but she really does tell the story of loss and love. So, you're going to be reading Sarah's Ghost House, an architectural fun house. Either today as a whole class, if the teacher's there, otherwise, you're going to be doing some of that independently. So, as you read, you're going to do the things that good readers do first. You're going to read through the article and understand what it says. You're going to be paying attention for things that surprise you, questions you have, or important details. So, as you read this article, which you should have a paper copy and you're going to annotate, you're going to go through and put an exclamation point by things that surprise you. You're going to put an important detail, like a star, by things that you think are important. And then you're also going to go, you can put question marks. So by the time you're done, I'm hoping you have at least 3. I'm sure you'll have more because this story is fairly outrageous and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So I'm going to get you started on this for just a moment. And you're going to be reading again this Sarah's Ghost House, paying attention to those details that are important, surprising, or generate some questions. So, as I read this first paragraph, or as I read on, I'm going to be paying attention to those things. In 1862, Sarah Pardee had everything to look forward to. That year, she married William Wirt Winchester, who was heir, or he was going to inherit, the Winchester rifle fortune. At that time, the Winchester rifle was the most famous rifle in the world. Sarah and her husband moved to a large, lovely home in New Haven, Connecticut. Soon they had a baby girl whom they named Annie, or who they named Annie Pardee. But then tragedy struck. Just 1 month after her birth, baby Annie died from a mysterious illness. A few short months later, William also died. Sarah was devastated. She withdrew into her home and refused to see anyone. She thought only of her double tragedy and became convinced that the Winchesters were cursed. The rifle that bore their name had been responsible for the deaths of thousands. Sarah felt that the spirits of those dead people were seeking revenge. So I'm going to stop here just for a quick second. And I really see right here how Sarah Winchester felt super guilty. She has a boatload of money, and that money came from her gun, from the gun from her husband's family, and that caused people to die. So I'm just noticing that she feels really guilty and sad, and she blames the rifle for all of her tragedy. So I don't know if that's a surprise or if that's an important detail. Maybe it's an important detail. I'm going to put a star there. Blames the rifle for the deaths of her husband and daughter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a star there to just show that that's what I'm thinking as I'm reading. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move on and read some more. Sarah had always been interested in the occult or the mysteries of the spirit world, ghosts. Now she became obsessed with it. Hoping to make contact with her baby and her husband, Sarah invited mediums into her home, or like ghost hunters. Mediums claim that they can contact the dead through meetings called seances. None of the mediums, however, was able to get through to William or to baby Annie. Then Sarah learned of a medium named Adam Coons who lived in Boston. People assured her that if anyone could make contact with the dead, he could. Without telling them who she was, Sarah visited Coons and he agreed to stage a seance for her. During the seance, Coons told Sarah that the spirit of her late husband was standing right beside her. "Tell him that I miss him desperately," she said. "He wants you to know that he will always be with you," Coons replied. Then he gave Sarah a chilling warning. "Unless you do something in their memory, the ghosts of those who've been killed by Winchester rifles will haunt you forever." She was right. So once again, she thought that's why that she was getting haunted because of these terrible things. But now I know that she was right. This is surprising to me, according to the medium. She was right. It was like karma. Because these rifles killed people, now she was getting haunted and having all of these tragedies to her life. So that's what I noticed, and that would be another comment that I had. So she's going to ask what she can do, and that's going to lead you into the rest of the story. I left off on paragraph 6, and so I'm going to have you either finish all together, or you can finish independently depending upon how wherever you are or whoever you're with prefers. So again, keep using those active reading strategies to decide that. When you're finished, you're going to go back to your document or the one you're on, and you're going to write down the 3 biggest surprises, important details, or questions. Then you're going to hit next, and I will see you on the next page with a brand new video. See you soon.